A great cheese board can be the star of any gathering, but there's an art to building one that's beautiful, balanced, and bold on flavor. Shannon McCracken from Montrose Cheese and Wine is showing us how to create the perfect party platter with great cheeses and wine pairings, or you can just pick it up from them and claim that you made it. All right, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, for a lot of us, our original cheese journey started with a one of those singles or Cheez-Its or Goldfish. Right.
I love a Cheez-It.
Right. But we all have to get there. You didn't start there. You had a passion for specialty foods, but you served for years in the U.S. Navy.
I did, yes. I didn't do anything with food in the Navy. I was in the weapons department, but always loved cooking, grew up in the kitchen with my grandma and my mom, so kind of led me there.
All right, but then you decided to go into the culinary field.
Yeah.
What made you do that?
Yeah, just my love for cooking, and then just decided I wanted to do culinary school. That was part of the Navy, just trying to figure out what I was going to do.
Yeah, which is a great way. A lot of people will go into the military to say, okay, give me some time to figure it out, and in the meantime, develop a great work ethic, right?
Exactly. And then, after working in some kitchens, I kind of developed a love for cheese, as you do, and ended up working at Houston Dairy Maids for 5 years, and then now I'm here at
And I love
Montrose
this
Cheese and
because
Wine.
you say specialty food. So what does that, give us a definition of what that is.
Specialty foods to me, I think are very curated. So we look for cheeses that are small producers, things that you can't just find at any grocery store.
Mm-hmm. And creative too. You found your way to Houston Dairy Maids, and then the world of cheese just opened up for you.
Yeah.
All right. When it comes to cheeses, like you mentioned, the whole thing of the smaller, not necessarily mass produced.
Yeah.
And it really is kind of like so many other things, a blank canvas for you to do what you want with. Tell us about Montrose Cheese and Wine.
So Montrose Cheese and Wine, we have a small selection, but we are getting new things in and out every week. So one of my favorite small producers is this cheese right here. This is called Silver Lining.
Oh, okay.
It's a fresh goat cheese from the Pure Luck Dairy in Dripping Springs, Texas, and it's pressed with vegetable ash. I think the best thing about a summer cheese board is that you don't have to turn the oven on or heat anything.
You don't.
So because it's hot outside, so
that's
it's really
good.
fresh and light. I love that one.
So every cheese has a story. How it comes, where it comes from, how it's made, what it's enhanced with. We see some that have some vegetables like olives and things in it, or some fruits and things in it. And so when you start exploring cheeses, I think it's just kind of like wine. There's this shelf full of wine, or these shelves full of cheeses. How do you start? I guess maybe texture, maybe one thing to explore?
I always like to tell people the rules are there are no rules. So it's just kind of go with what you like. On the board here, we have I like a good balanced board. So we have different milk types represented. This is a goat cheese that you just tried.
Right.
The one that you just tried is called Bear Hill. This is a sheep's milk cheese from Vermont. It's delicious.
Yeah, kind of nutty and sweet,
Kind of
right?
nutty and earthy, And then lastly, we have the OG Crystal, which is one of our most popular cheeses.
OG
and this is
Crystal.
a really cool, it's a Gouda from Belgium. So this is a really cool way to present it. I've kind of cut around the rind here, but then you can just do like a little rough crumble.
Good. Yeah, what's giving it its flavor is, of course, the milk type, but also how long it's aged.
Yeah, it's aged for 2 years.
Okay, so that means it's sharp versus mild.
It has
then,
those crunchy crystallized pieces that a lot of people look for in cheeses. And then over here we've got pimento cheese, which is one of my favorite summer cheeses. This one we make here, or we make at Montrose Cheese and Wine.
I'm going to use my fingers right there. I'm just going to
You can use a spreader too if you want.
Or how about I use a cracker, right?
Yeah, you can use a cracker.
Oh, stop your madness right now.
So this is my recipe.
Oh, wow.
We do 2 different types of cheddar. There's fresh dill, green onion.
That's what I'm tasting, that beautiful dill.
We used to just make it in the summertime, but it became so popular we make it
all the time.
Now.
Oh, this is a meal right
that here. And with the summer sausage, this is from Olympia Provisions in Oregon. It's my favorite summer sausage.
So here's the deal. It's great. You can have just cheeses if you want to.
Yeah.
But then you add the charcuterie part of it, right? The meat part of it. All right, help us to build a board, because I will see them and I always go, oh, that's easy. And I'm doing it. My stuff's falling all over the floor. Stuff's running into each other. But you look at a number of things, the texture, the color, and sometimes it's strategic as to what won't roll off the board, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we already talked about milk types and having goat, cow, sheep. You can use fresh fruit like grapes and strawberries to kind of fill in negative space. I also love our nuts that we have here. This is Marcona almonds and roasted Oregon hazelnuts that we mixed with a little bit of lemon oil. Also a good filler, and then a nice crunch. You get some texture
I'm
there.
crunching right now, sorry.
And then we can't forget about like pickles. So we have cornichons. This is a pickled watermelon rind that we make at Montrose Cheese Wine.
Like literally the watermelon rind?
Yeah, so we like take the skin off and then slice it really thin and do a quick pickle on it. And so it gives a nice like acidic crunch.
Well, you're not throwing anything away. Yeah.
No.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, and then crackers, of course, sliced baguette. These are just a really nice sea salt cracker. And then here I have a buckwheat crisp, so it's gluten-free, actually. It took me a long time to find a gluten-free cracker.
Other things to keep in mind for people, like depending on what they're...
But they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Oh, and very crispy. Very good. Yeah, very nice and crispy.
Yeah.
All right. With all of this, what makes it even more better is what you're pairing it with in terms of wine.
Yes.
What do we have here?
So that is the June's Rosé. It's kind of our house wine made by Master Sommelier June Rodil. She's also the CEO of our company. It's a sparkling rosé.
Yeah, and it has a hint of sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's
like
not super dry.
Yeah,
like it's very approachable. If you're new to wine, it's a great place to start.
It's very approachable. All right, and then moving on right over here.
In the middle is kind of a fun one. It's a orange wine, which it's not made from oranges. Okay. So orange wines,
just like rosé is not made from roses. All right.
From the color of it. So the skins macerate with the juice, which gives it kind of like that orange color.
Yeah.
This one is the Denju Benassi Supernova. They're kind of like funky, a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more to it, so it can stand up some of the bigger cheeses.
Yeah.
But still refreshing.
I totally get, pairings are sometimes hard for me. I just go, well, it tastes good, it tastes good. But what you just said to stand up to some of the bigger cheeses, I can totally see that. It's got a little bit more punch to it, right?
Exactly.
All right.
And then one of my favorites, this is Sancerre from the Loire Valley. So 100% Sauvignon Blanc, just crisp and light and refreshing and perfect for a hot summer day.
Okay. What's happening at Montrose Cheese and Wine now? I know you have different things happening every now and then.
We're always doing fun events. We actually just had a raclizzi party this past Saturday. So it's raclette hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
It's really fun. We do our regular raclette parties October through March. So very traditional, like après-ski. We're scraping that hot cheese onto roasted potatoes, and it's so much fun. We get out on the patio, and it's a party for sure.
Okay. Well, thank you for bringing the party here this morning.
Of course.
This is so good. And again, we can go in and have the boards already made. You can give us tips on what we need to put a board together.
We do catering. Yes, we have happy hour every day from 2 to 5 p.m. Half off our entire dine-in menu.
Okay, well, I'm having my personal happy hour right now. For more information on Montrose Cheese and Wine, visit greatdayhouston.com and we will connect you. We'll be right back.